Welcome back to the front page. In today's News You Can Use, we actually have a treat for you. Joining me now is Dr. Sudip Bose from Your Own Health and Michael Stevenson. Now, Doc, today we're getting inside your mind when it comes to weight loss and tricks you can do to get you there. Let's talk about this.
Yeah, as a doctor, one of the things that I noticed right away is it takes a lot of mental power to heal. It's not just the body healing, it's a lot of mental power. And we have an expert here. We have Michael Stevenson, and he's the best-selling author of the book Unstuck. And he's one of the world's foremost experts on the subconscious mind. And he's a trainer in neuro-linguistic programming.
All right, nice title.
And yeah, that's complicated. But what we're trying to say is that your brain, the conscious mind that we use, is 0.006% of your brain, way less than 1%.
Wow.
And over 99% of your brain is subconscious.
Right.
You don't even realize it's going on, it's the background work. Right. And you are the expert in the subconscious mind.
Yeah.
And today we're going to focus on weight loss and New Year's resolutions and things that people struggle with, and how you can use the subconscious mind to help yourself.
Absolutely. You know, January 1st is the day that everyone gets motivated, right?
Absolutely.
Everyone says, that's it, I'm done, you know, the holidays are over, I'm gonna do everything I can to lose this weight. People get super motivated, but the big question is, how long does that motivation last? Right. You know, it's a lot of people say, I'm going to work out for the next 3 months. They're lucky if they make it one in a row most of the time. So, you know, that's always the big question is, how do we tap into that internal motivation? You know, how do we get juiced up and stay juiced up, stay motivated throughout the year so that we can actually get to that place of having a healthy body?
And how do you do that? What's the role of the subconscious mind in this process? Because I'm sure it's, like we said, it's very powerful and really has a lot of control. So how can we tap into that to accomplish this?
Well, the role of the subconscious mind really is everything, because it's where all of your motivation comes from. It's where all of your desire comes from. And the big challenge is the first of the year, when people say, I want to lose weight, they're saying that with their conscious mind. And so we have to learn how to tap into something deeper inside of us. All motivation comes from the subconscious mind, and as Dr. Bose pointed out, the subconscious mind makes up 99.994% of your mind. So it's really, really powerful.
Sure.
So one of the first things to remember is this, that your subconscious mind actually doesn't process negatives. Your conscious mind can understand the word no, but your subconscious mind doesn't. It doesn't understand no, can't, don't, shouldn't, won't, mustn't.
So for example, if I said, don't think of chocolate cake right now, what do you think about?
Chocolate cake.
I can hear your stomach rumbling.
Yeah, I can taste it already.
So it processes images.
It processes images, sounds, and feelings. And so, you know, when you're giving yourself suggestions, instead of saying, I don't want chocolate cake or I'm not going to eat chocolate cake, focus on what you do want instead. And it's one of the biggest things I think that sabotages people is we tend to focus on what we don't want in a negative way rather than focusing on what we do want in a positive way. So instead of saying, I'm not going to lose, or I'm not going to eat chocolate cake, say, I am going to eat healthy.
Yeah.
And then make an image of something healthy.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a good tip.
Yeah.
That's a very good tip.
And the other thing too is, you know, there's many different layers of the subconscious mind. What most people do is they try to change their behavior. So they're trying to bolt on a behavior into their lifestyle, like working out. And while that can get results, a better suggestion to the subconscious mind is to actually focus on who you want to become rather than what you want to do. You know, your identity is one of the most powerful things in terms of motivating you and driving you. So if you adopt a new identity of, I am a healthy person, that's much more powerful than saying, I'm going to work out.
Right. Because then instead of changing, you want to be something, you have a goal there, and you're moving toward that rather than saying, I'm going to change who I am. I'm a new person.
Absolutely.
Which that could be very powerful.
Absolutely.
So you picture yourself in that position of where you want to be.
Of being that new person, right? Because think, if I'm saying I am a healthy person, what do healthy people naturally do? They naturally eat well, they naturally work out, as opposed to just trying to do a new behavior.
Right. And they're not, you know, they're not bending over backwards, they're not, you know, they're not struggling to do that. That's who they are.
Exactly.
Which that can take you far.
Absolutely.
Interesting, interesting.
In terms of working out, in terms of you know, finding that kind of weight routine that works for you, that workout routine that works for you. You know, one of the biggest things is don't overstretch yourself. So, you know, so many times people say, I'm going to work out 7 days a week. The problem is, if you miss one day, it works against what we call the law of momentum. So the law of momentum states that every incompletion drains your energy to complete something. So if you say you're going to work out 7 days a week, you miss a day, what happens next week? An opportunity comes up to miss another day, and now you're like, well, I missed a day last week, and that was okay, so now I'll miss a day this week. And then the next week you miss 2 days, and the next week it's 5. And then sooner or later you're getting to the point where you're going, well, I missed a day this week, so I'll get started next week, you know, and next week I'll get back on my weight routine. And that's how most people lose that momentum as they go forward. So what I always tell people is set goals that are reasonable. Working out 7 days a week isn't really a reasonable kind of thing, because there will be something that comes up. There will be an appointment or something that derails you. So set a goal that's achievable, like maybe 5 days a week or 3 days a week, and then build up from there.
Absolutely. All right. Thanks so much for joining us, Michael Stevenson. And your book title again for people out there?
It's called Unstuck, the Owner's Manual for Success.
Sounds good. We'll have to look for it.
And his website is transformdestiny.com.
Yeah.
I mean, stuff like this is powerful. It helps you quit smoking. It helps you lose weight. And these are important things to know.
Absolutely.
It's all up here. So once you gain control of that and learn how to manipulate your mind, you can do anything.
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us, gentlemen. Thank you.